Okay, amigos, I am back. I hope you got some soda, some popcorn, and some candy, because we're going to continue on with part 3 of my Wizard of Oz reading, based on the beloved books by L. Frank Baum. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. The Cowardly Lion has joined Dorothy y sus amigos. Before they even went to Emerald City, they stopped by at a nightclub, which is on the Las Vegas Strip. And loud music was playing at the club. You know, it's some 90s gangsta rap music, like Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G. And of course some Fresh Prince in there too. And the Cowardly Lion has said, I've got to admit, this is actually pretty cool. In fact, almost as good as the time Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin sang together. And speaking of which, Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin were actually going to be playing at the club that night. You know, I've noticed I think I got it now. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Yep. Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. And that nightclub also had a TV with the PlayStation 2 hooked up, with the game Guitar Hero being played. And Dorothy actually was a skilled guitarist, playing really, really good at Guitar Hero. I tell you, Dorothy was killing it out there, because she's the master of Guitar Hero. So her tres amigos also wanted to play, and they all had their turns playing the game. And let me tell you, they totally rocked it at Guitar Hero. And Terry the raccoon went off to do a little investigating. Hey, Dorothy. Terry, you can talk? Of course I can talk. I have the styling of Dudley Moore. You know, hey, all you really wild animals out there, have you ever wondered? It's National Geographic's Really Wild Animals. What a performance, Dorothy. Let's watch it again. Oh, yes, flying carpet. Yo, Rogue, up here. Then after they were done at the strip club on the Las Vegas Strip, they headed out to an all-you-can-eat buffet. And Dorothy and the gang were munching down on everything. Like American, British, French, German, Japanese, Spaniard, Latino, Italian, Russian, Bulgarian, Arabic, Hebrew, Icelandic, Finnish, Mandarin, Cantonese, Taiwanese, Shanghainese, Thai, Hindi, Uzbek, Korean, Danish, Swedish, and Brazilian. Yep, everything from the Swedish smorgasbord to the Brazilian steakhouses, or fogo de chão. Knowing that the Cowardly Lion who, may I remind you, resembles Phil Hartman, only ate the salads at the salad bar. Because the Cowardly Lion, in my take, is a vegetarian. Believe it. Date bayo. Dorothy, however, was really chowing down on the fried chicken and mashed potatoes. You know, the KFC stuff? The really good stuff. Delicioso. Yum-o, as Rachel Ray calls it. Or simply delish from Todd's Kitchen. And the Scarecrow was chowing down on the Swedish baked goods and Brazilian steak. And the Tin Man was eating pretty much anything from German to Japanese to Chinese, and from Korean to French to Italian. Mamma mia! Ma'am, how are you going to pay for all of this? Don't worry, I got you covered. Wow, $200? Eat as much as you want. Ah, thank you very much, good sir. 'Cause I've been eating a lot of the salad at the salad bar. Yeah, have as much as you want, lion. I tell you, this Swedish and Brazilian stuff is really tickling my taste buds. And all the German and Japanese goods are also really, really delicious. Yeah, have as much as you want. Then after Dorothy and her amigos had their full of food, which she paid them like $200 and told them to keep the change. After that, they head off to Dave & Buster's, the adult equivalent to Chuck E. Cheese's, which had bought out Showbiz Pizza in '92. But they mostly went to Dave & Buster's. And the Cowardly Lion was killing it on Street Fighter 2. You know, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, where he was playing as M. Bison. And Dorothy was playing as Chun-Li. And the Tin Man and the Scarecrow were muy excelente at Dance Dance Revolution by Konami. As Dorothy and the gang were playing through a lot of the arcade games, they were racking in a huge amount of tickets. Like 300,000 tickets. And with all the tickets that they have accumulated, Dorothy bought herself a Nintendo Switch. She bought a stuffed panda bear for the Paul Lynde Scarecrow, a Sony PlayStation 4 for the Robin Williams Tin Man, and a thing of plush vegetables for the Phil Hartman Cowardly Lion. Dorothy, I can't thank you enough for all the wonderful games we've played together. Yeah, I totally agree. I tell you, the arcade experience at Dave & Buster's was pretty darn crazy. I knew you would like it, 'cause I'm the richest girl in all of Las Vegas. Then they left Dave & Buster's to go hiking in the woods. And they came across a bunch of apple trees. And surprisingly, one of those apple trees sounds a lot, pretty much identical to Peter Lorre. You know, I can't bring people back from the dead. It's not a pretty picture. I don't like doing it. Stimpy, you idiot. Hey, little lady. What do you think you're doing, trying to get my apples? I thought the apples were for everyone. You thought wrong, girlie. Now get lost. I never liked Granny Smith anyway. I'm more of a Fuji and Fiji girl. Yeah, totally agree. I prefer the Fuji and Fiji apples myself. And then, unexpectedly, the Wicked Witch of the West appeared. And she used her Hadouken on the Scarecrow. But the Scarecrow was not phased one bit. You want a Hadouken, Scarecrow? Oh, I can't believe this. I guess she must have played too much Street Fighter. Yeah, I think so. 'Cause I'm an expert Chun-Li player. And I guess that witch really knew all of Ryu and Ken's moves. Yeah, like the Hadouken. I tell you, that witch is crazy. After their long hike in the woods, Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, and the Scarecrow all made it to Emerald City, which resembles San Andreas from the PlayStation 2 game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, with a little pint of Grand Theft Auto 5 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. We finally made it to Emerald City. So Dorothy knocked at the door to see if anyone was inside. Who is it? It's me, Dorothy, and these are my amigos. The Paul Lynde Scarecrow, the Robin Williams Tin Man, and the Phil Hartman Cowardly Lion. Well, let me tell you something, sister. What you gonna do, sister? This is for all the Hulkamaniacs out there. Yep, the gatekeeper has the styling of Hulk Hogan from World Wrestling Entertainment, formerly known as World Wrestling Federation. And the Hulk Hogan gatekeeper didn't want them to come in. But when Dorothy told them about their story, he actually cried a little inside. Okay, sister, you convinced me. I'll let you in. Thank you very much, sir. Wow, I've never seen a horse like that before, with all the multiple colors. And you'll never see anything like that again. Say your prayers and take your vitamins, brother. Okay, this should be the end of part 3. Stay tuned for part 4 as I continue the story. And I'll be right back after these messages. And don't touch that dial. Then also do not adjust your set.